Imagine a relaxing family vacation in a sunny resort town. Then suddenly, it turns into the plot of the world's most baffling mystery. What happens in Portugal does not always stay in Portugal. Sometimes, it vanishes without a trace, leaving us all scratching our heads like it's the world's worst magic trick. Number 10. A holiday turned nightmare. The night of May 3, 2007. It was supposed to be an idyllic family vacation at Praia da Luz, a sunny resort town in Portugal. The McCanns, like any other family, were looking forward to some relaxation. On the night of May 3, they decided to have dinner at a nearby tapas bar, leaving Madeleine and her two siblings asleep in the apartment. They took turns checking on the kids, but when Kate McCann returned at around 10 p.m., the nightmare began. The 3-year-old Madeleine was gone. The window was open, and the world was about to become engrossed in one of the most baffling missing person cases of the century. Despite the family's diligent efforts to keep an eye on the kids, this single moment of vulnerability proved disastrous. It is a haunting reminder that sometimes the most dreadful things happen when least expected. Number 9. The initial response: chaos and confusion. The initial hours after Madeleine's disappearance were chaotic. The Portuguese police arrived at the scene, but their response was heavily criticized. The apartment was not sealed off immediately, resulting in the contamination of potential evidence. Imagine a crime scene becoming a sightseeing spot. Tourists and concerned locals were allowed to wander through, potentially disturbing crucial clues. The Portuguese police, unfamiliar with high-profile abduction cases, seemed overwhelmed. Language barriers only added to the confusion. It was not long before media outlets worldwide descended upon the small resort town, turning this local tragedy into a global headline. Amidst the frenzy, one question haunted everyone: how could a 3-year-old simply vanish into thin air? Number 8. The media circus, turning tragedy into sensation. Madeleine McCann's disappearance quickly turned into a media circus. News outlets from every corner of the world broadcasted the story, often sensationalizing every new development. The public became armchair detectives, dissecting every piece of information and rumor with forensic enthusiasm. The McCanns became public figures overnight, appearing on talk shows, holding press conferences, and appealing for their daughter's safe return. Yet, this exposure was a double-edged sword. While it kept Madeleine's case in the public eye, it also subjected the McCanns to intense scrutiny and criticism. They were judged for their parenting choices, their demeanor, and even their responses to their daughter's disappearance. The media's voracious appetite for drama turned a heartbreaking event into a global spectacle. Ironically, the media frenzy created more noise than clarity. Number 7. The sketchy sightings, from Morocco to Australia. As with any high-profile missing person case, sightings of Madeleine poured in from all over the world. Witnesses claimed to have seen her in various countries, including Spain, Morocco, and even Australia. Each sighting brought a glimmer of hope, but they often led to dead ends. These reported sightings were investigated thoroughly, but none could be substantiated. One sighting involved a blonde girl spotted with an unknown man in Morocco, leading to a brief surge in hope. However, after investigation, it turned out to be a local girl. This constant barrage of false leads became a roller coaster for the McCanns and the investigators. It raised a grim question: was Madeleine really out there, or was it just the public's collective imagination running wild? This case of a disappearing child turned into a worldwide "Where's Waldo?" with no satisfying conclusion in sight. Number 6. The McCanns under suspicion, a twist in the investigation. In an unexpected twist, the Portuguese police declared Kate and Jerry McCann as official suspects, or arguidos, in September 2007. The reasoning was based on evidence that appeared to be more circumstantial than concrete. Forensic analysis of the apartment and a rental car the McCanns had used suggested traces of blood and bodily fluids. However, this evidence was far from conclusive, and was later dismissed by many experts as unreliable. Public opinion split into two camps: those who believed the McCanns were innocent parents caught in a nightmare, and those who thought they were hiding a dark secret. This twist added another layer of drama to the case, shifting the focus away from finding Madeleine to dissecting her parents' every move. It was like a real-life courtroom drama playing out on the world stage, with everyone assuming the roles of judge and jury. Number 5. The private investigators, going beyond the official search. Frustrated with the official investigation, the McCanns hired private investigators to continue the search for Madeleine. Over the years, they enlisted various firms, each promising breakthroughs that never materialized. These investigators followed leads that the official investigation either ignored or deemed irrelevant. They explored everything from human trafficking rings to possible sightings in obscure places. However, despite their efforts, the private investigations often led to more questions than answers. They discovered potential suspects and new leads, but none that brought them closer to finding Madeleine. It was like a jigsaw puzzle where pieces seemed to fit at first glance, but never quite completed the picture. The McCanns' private efforts highlighted a painful reality. Even when you throw every resource into the search, some mysteries refuse to be solved. Number 4. Operation Grange. Scotland Yard takes the helm. In 2011, 4 years after Madeleine's disappearance, Scotland Yard launched Operation Grange to review the case. With fresh eyes, they hope to uncover new leads and re-examine old evidence. This extensive operation explored various theories, from burglary gone wrong to a planned abduction. Scotland Yard's involvement renewed hope, bringing an additional layer of expertise to a case that had seemed stuck in perpetual limbo. They released new age-progressed images of what Madeleine might look like, rekindling public interest. However, despite extensive efforts and millions of pounds spent, even Scotland Yard could not provide a definitive answer. While Operation Grange kept Madeleine's case alive, it also underlined the complexity and frustrating nature of the investigation. Every lead they pursued seemed to dissolve into thin air, leaving the world with a lingering, unsettling uncertainty. Number 3. The theories. From abduction to accident. Over the years, countless theories have emerged to explain Madeleine's disappearance. Some believe she was abducted by a stranger, possibly part of a human trafficking ring. Others suggest a burglary that went wrong, with the intruder panicking and taking Madeleine to cover their tracks. There are even theories about her waking up, wandering off, and falling victim to an accident. More sinister theories involve the McCanns themselves, accusing them of a cover-up. Despite the abundance of theories, none have been proven. Each theory seems to make sense until scrutinized, after which it unravels like a poorly knit sweater. It is almost as if the case of Madeleine McCann was a black hole, pulling in facts, speculation, and wild ideas, but never offering a clear path to the truth. The lack of closure has kept the world guessing, making this one of the most perplexing mysteries in modern history. Number 2. The impact. A case that changed everything. The disappearance of Madeleine McCann has had a profound impact on both society and law enforcement practices. It prompted changes in how missing children cases are handled, especially in holiday destinations. Parents became more cautious, and resorts implemented stricter security measures. It also sparked debates about parental responsibility and media ethics. The McCanns' experience became a cautionary tale, used by families and authorities to stress the importance of vigilance. In a way, Madeleine's case became a tragic learning point, reminding the world of the vulnerabilities children face. However, the emotional impact on the McCann family and the broader public cannot be quantified. It is a story that resonates with every parent, invoking the primal fear of losing a child. The world became invested in this little girl's fate, and her absence has left an indelible mark on collective memory. Number 1. The lingering mystery. Where is Madeleine McCann? 17 years have passed since that fateful night, and Madeleine McCann would now be a young adult. The question of what happened to her remains unanswered, hanging over us like an unsolvable riddle. Despite extensive investigations, media attention, and countless theories, there is no concrete evidence pointing to her fate. The case remains open, and the search continues, albeit with dwindling resources and leads. Madeleine's disappearance has become more than just a missing person case. It is a symbol of the unknown, a reminder of how quickly and tragically life can change. It leaves us with an uncomfortable truth. Not all mysteries get solved. The world still hopes for a miracle, but as each year passes, it becomes a stark reminder of the fragility and unpredictability of life. Where is Madeleine McCann? The answer remains as elusive as. That's all for today's video. If this real-life mystery has you hooked, hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-boggling stories. Who knows, maybe one day we will finally crack the case together.